Okay, so 11 participants have come. Okay, so Uday, shall I start?
Hello, I'm audible, ma'am. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
You're audible.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Start.
Okay, so just sharing my screen. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
You're audible.
Okay, so we were on this. We now come to the second package to be studied, and that is the deep layer package. Okay. Grammar of data manipulation. So let us first read about this package. After that, I'll be sending you a code on WhatsApp of the dplyr package. Okay. And of the tidyr package also later on. So let us so deep providing a consistent set of verbs that help you solve the most common data manipulation challenges. For example, the mutate function. What is, suppose you have a certain data, say say population, GDP per capita, like this. The columns are there, right? Of different countries in different years. Okay. And you want certain other columns also according to some formula you want. Okay. So we can add new columns by suppose we want population multiplied by GDP per capita. Okay, that column we want. Now to create that column, we'll use the command mutate, which add new variables that are functions of existing variables. Okay. So we can multiply, say, two columns and write the product in the third column according to our requirement. Okay. We can select of columns, but for the time being we need only 2-3 columns for our research purpose. Okay, then we can select those columns and work on the subset of that data. So that is called subsetting the data. From the main data you are extracting certain columns which fit into your requirement, and you use this variable select. Okay, then filter picks case have lots of years. Okay, so I will filter according to my need. Summarize reduces multiple values down to a single summary. Arrange, it changes the ordering of the rows. These group by group by is another function which we will see in dplyr package. In dplyr package, I'll be telling you all the functions. I'll also tell you how to import from any folder on your desktop. Okay, so we use certain command like in R. If you don't have any inbuilt data, you have a data which is given by your say institute. You have to do certain plottings on that data, and you have to basically first of all bring that data within your software of our studio. Okay, so how do you do that? That problem also will cater. Okay, so this is the overview of this package. Okay, and these are the functions which I wrote again. And the easiest way to get dplyr package
Is it stucking for all or for me only? For me also.
this thing. There are 8 core tidyverse packages, namely ggplot2. So they all okay, my network was lost. Now I have again rejoined. So have you all installed dplyr package? Please tell me. Can you please respond? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, installed yesterday.
Acha, you all have dplyr package with you. Okay. Now let me share the code of dplyr package to explain you. File, please copy the code. Now you have gotten what's okay. So all of you are requested to paste the code on with you.
Again.
So please switch off your mics, okay? So have you all pasted the code? Okay, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So have you pasted the code in the new script?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you all saved the 3 files which I sent you on your desktop in any folder? Say practice with R or any folder which you are using wherein you save all your things. You
Yes,
have
ma'am.
everything in place, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
because all that will be needed. Okay. So library dplyr, all of you, please, since you already have this folder, dplyr, so all of you, please call this through library. Okay. Is that okay? Now I asked you to save. Now let me show you what this P1 file. Life expectancy of countries. Okay, and every then 1957, 1962 till 2007. This is of the country
Ma'am,
Afghanistan.
kindly share your screen.
Share my screen, I think. I forgot to share my screen, sorry.
Connection is losing again and again.
Your voice is breaking, ma'am. Please.
Let me connect my this through hotspot. Should I do that? I think
Do
that
that,
will
do
be a
that.
better idea for the moment. Let me connect through mobile hotspot. Okay. Wait for some time. So, and I'm starting with mobile hotspot. Let Okay. Now tell me, is the situation better?
Hello?
Is the situation better?
You go ahead, then we'll tell.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Can you open this document on your internet also, on your desktop also? So this is the data of country, year, population, continent, life expectancy, and GDP per capita. So, Shabana, are you able to see this data?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you see, it is 5 year. Every 5 year, the data is given of the sent you this data to save it on. What we want is we will be using this data. We'll be importing and see how many rows are there. afterwards it's Albania, then Algeria, Angola. Then it's a big data, right? So how many rows?
One 1704.
File in our R. You can take any name. Okay, so for the time being, I'm taking it Gapminder. Okay, and it is a CSV file. Okay, so the format is CSV format. So the command on R to import the data is read.csv, and in the bracket you have to put the address. If you know how to find the address of the CSV file, do you know? Click on the folder. Click on the folder wherein you have saved the file. Okay, like I have saved it on this. Then after that, put a slash, then name of the folder, then again put double slash, name of the file with which you have saved. So can you please enter this much? If you cannot enter, let me know. I'll tell you how to enter. Anyone can share the screen and I'll help her to do that. If Geetan, you can share the screen and I'll help you how to import this data of Gapminder in R file in which you are working.
Ma'am, it's coming. You cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
Okay, so let me stop my screen share and everyone will see this demonstration of file. Okay. So we'll do fast. Okay, Geetan, please start. Okay, so just click on the folder where you have saved this file. Okay. RFDP. Okay, R underscore capital FDP. Okay, and just click on this now folder. We will see this this file. Just open the folder. Okay. Just open the folder. I want to see this file saved. Okay, it is still in, it is in day 4. Okay, so fine. Can you save it? Okay, fine. Day 4 is fine. P1, small p1. Okay, now you cross it. No, okay. If you right click on p1, do you get any file path? I want to see that. If you right click on p1 and right click on it, do you get any file path? No. Okay, you go to properties. Yeah. Okay, so in now you just, oh yes, copied. Good, you have copied the location. Very good. Now you cross it. You may cross it, no problem. Open your R Studio, the downward. Yeah, good. Now just on read dot remove mine, just on the here it is written, just scroll it upwards. Yes, on read.cv, after quotes, paste it. After quotes, paste it. Don't remove mine for the moment. You don't need to remove mine. Yes, paste it. Okay, now what you do, you on single slashes put double slashes. Yes, put double slashes. Yes. Then again, everyone do it in the same way. Okay, double slash. Okay. Now RFDP, just put double slash after RFDP. You remove mine now. You remove mine. It's of no use. Yeah, you can remove from till our workshop. P1, let it be. Remove this. Yes, yes. C also. Okay. Now put double slash again. What you have written in our FDP, you have still a folder day 4. You have to write that day 4 also. And use the same thing. Okay. And now in the Gapminder, just run this Gapminder by selecting it or by, yes, by this. Okay. Cannot file this given, no such file directory. Okay. What is the problem coming? Okay, just see day 4. Have you given space in day 4 in what you have saved? I just want to see. Yeah, space in day 4. In day 2, no space. In day 4, space. So there you put space in day 4. Yes, space. Okay, now you do this running. Okay, now I think it will be done. Now you want to see Gapminder and run it. You don't need to write it also. Just select the word Gapminder and run it. So how do you select it? You use your, yes. Okay, and now run it. And now you have this data. You have this data of many countries and the year and the population. So you have to scroll it very, very cautiously that you are able to see only Gapminder. Okay. So she is able to do that. Scroll very, very slowly. Okay. So what you have done, there was a CSV file in that folder and you have used it. If it is in a folder and within a folder, you have to specify the name of the folder. You have to make sure that the name matches with the name you have given there. Okay. And now I think the demonstration of opening a CSV file has been done nicely. Okay, so p1.csv, this is what you have to write. Now, Geetan, you may stop sharing and I will share. So you understood how to open, how to import the data within our. Okay, now.
So these are the data files which are somewhere outside, not within the like data which you told in the morning. Like inbuilt data were there, no? There are many inbuilt data available in the R. So this is some
Yes.
external data which you gave example, which you gave as an example.
Be getting some, that is for the practical application. You will be
Okay.
getting some data of your own type. Right, and then you have to study that. Now let me run this command summary Gapminder.
Sorry to interrupt in between, but I am unable to load the data.
Okay, so there might be some issue. What about the name of the folder? Did you check? Is it same? Like, where are you encountering a problem?
In loading the data.
In loading the data. Okay.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now you are.
Listen to this. Is my voice echoing?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
just I asked for the safety. Anyways, yes, and is it Anjali? The
Yes,
other
ma'am.
one? Okay,
Anjali.
Anjali, can you please send me on WhatsApp the code?
Okay, I'm sending the screenshot.
Yes, yes, please. And also tell me on which folder. Also send the pic of the folder in which you saved the P1 file in CSV format. Is it CSV format? That is also one of my concern. Okay, she has sent. Okay, so she has read.csv is fine. C users. Okay, HP desktop. पे सेव किया है P1 वो तो दिखाओ. You have to change. Okay, आपका folder. Where is the folder in which you have saved? Please show me. You share your screen. Can you do that? You cannot share screen, right? Hello? Hello? Yes. Anjali? You have to replace the name of the folder. By the name of the folder.
Yes, ma'am, I will share my screen. Just a second.
Now you share. Because my folder was our workshop. What was your folder? Anjali, are you sharing? Yes, Anjali, can you please respond? Because we are waiting for you.
Ma'am,
Anjali, your voice is echoing. That's okay. But can you please share your screen so that we can see what is the problem? Oh, your look on the desktop, it is third day practice, right? In which you have saved the folder. So similarly, you have to change the file path. You getting me? You can see on the desktop,
Yes, ma'am.
your folder is third day practice. So
Path.
same thing you have to give in the file path.
Okay.
So
Okay.
please do that. Click on P1. This P1 you have to open, right? So just click on P1. Is it CSV format? First, I want to check that also. Write down copy as path. Yes, copy as path. Copy file path होना चाहिए था. Okay. Now paste this. Paste this in your C users. Yes. What I wrote, please delete that and save yours. So delete this address which I have written. It's downwards. So your screen downwards, like yes, here. Line number 16, please change it. Comma should be there. Okay. See users Anjali Armina OneDrive desktop third day practice file or दिखाना आगे. Show me the right side. No. Don't be so fast. First listen. This single slash has to be replaced by double slash. Yes. Very good. Every time double slash. This I told you not just now, but also in my previous class in while setting your working directory. Okay. Yes. Then again. Yes. Then again. Again one more double slash. Yes. The vertical scroll bar, horizontal scroll bar. Please bring it. Yes. Now please run it. Now I want you to see Gapminder. Just select the word Gapminder from anywhere you want. Select the word Gapminder. Yes. And now just run it. Run it. Go on run button. Yes. Click it. Very good. You have been able to get. So yes. So everyone has to change the path where you have saved. You cannot open it on my path. Okay. I'll
Okay, ma'am.
set it
Okay.
on my
Thank you,
path.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. So now okay. Yeah. So these are the columns and get the summary. You can see that. Okay. So are you able to see the summary? Are you able to see the summary? Summary Gapminder. Geetan? Yes. So are you able to see the summary? Tell me. Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I-
yes, audible.
Are you able to see the summary? Or not? Please tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
When I run this command summary, Anjali, are you able to see the summary?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now view Gapminder. Now when we want to view Gapminder, just see this command opens up in a table in a new file. See, in the new file, it is showing everything in a tabular form. Okay. I have written library dplyr. You may remove it because we are actually command library dplyr earlier. So since we are understanding dplyr package, we need to call this package. So all of you, please run it once. Now, suppose you want to know regarding any function of dplyr, what will you do? Question mark filter. Filter is a function. So it will give you what the filter command does. Okay. So in this you know how to do this all. Okay. Now just see how we try to do certain data manipulations using dplyr package. Now suppose I want to see the countries, data of country Australia only, not any other country, because there are a lot of countries in Gapminder, but I am concerned with the data of Australia. So I have to separate that. Now, how do you? I use the variable name Australia, and in that I filter the data of Gapminder in which the country name matches with Australia. Okay, so stop. See, Australia is assigned filter Gapminder in which the country name is Australia, and see how it. And now you want to see Australia. Now to see Australia, what should I do? I will not write it. I will just select the portion which I want to run. Australia data has come as an output. So ranging from the year 1952 with a difference of 5 years till 2007, all the data of Australia country has come regarding population, continent, life expectancy, GDP per capita. Can you see that? Is that okay? Have you run this command? This command is already on your desktop. You just have to run it. Okay. And see, if you see this data, you want to see that those countries and those years in which life expectancy is greater than 81. Okay. Open kar do. Expectancy is greater than 81. Okay. Just filter those data from Gapminder in which life expectancy. Now you have to write same life expectancy which it is written here in the column capital EXP, LIFE capital EXP greater than 81. Now just run it and see what you have in life 80. Life 80, we are naming it variable in which life expectancy is greater than 81 and see where life expectancy is greater than 81. So this is a question of concern. Is have a greater life expectancy. So Australia in the year 2007, then Hong Kong, China, okay, then Iceland, Japan, Switzerland. Otherwise, life expectancy is less than 81 somewhere. Okay, so this is something very interesting. You can filter in dplyr. So it is a grammar, data manipulations grammar. Okay. Anyway, now suppose you have to arrange the data of Gapminder in the ascending order in which GDP per capita is there. Okay, so arrange the data of Gapminder in the ascending order, but you have to arrange, you have to see GDP per capita. You have to arrange. So please see what do you get as. So see in the increasing order, GDP per capita in increasing order. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm just scrolling. see the GDP per capita column. Last column, it is in increasing order, right? Okay, so you know GDP per capita greater, and you want to see only the first 6 rows of this big data. You will run head arrange GDP per capita, right? So you get 6. So given you are given your answer on any data, it gives 6. Head command gives 6. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, if you want to arrange GDP in descending order and see first 6 rows, please run this command and you get this. Okay. You want to see the you are running GDP in arranging GDP in which order? Descending order. So you are using the command DESC. Okay. Now suppose I am interested. Look, I have a lot of columns. There is a column of population. There is column of continent, life expectancy, GDP per capita, year. But I want only year, country, and GDP per capita. Okay, I want to work with a less data. Okay, so while you select command for that. So when I select gapminder, comma, whatever columns you want. First argument is the data. Second argument is year, country, GDP per capita, whatever I want, I select that, and only that would be visible in gap small. So see, I want, now let me see how does only the 3 columns which I want, which are specified by me, and those columns are what? Year, country, and GDP per capita. So only this much is visible. Okay, so suppose I want from gap small, I want the year of 1997 only. So what I'll do? I'll filter, right? I'll filter and I'll use this command. I get data of 1997 only. And let me see how my GDP small 97 looks. So it will filter out the data of the year 1997 only. Okay, and I can use 2 commands together.
Ma'am, your
also.
screen is not visible.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Because the connection got lost, so it stopped sharing. Doesn't matter. Let me. Yeah. So basically, it's all about running code which I gave you, and you can see on your own that how you need a particular thing. Just run this, and what does this command do? In the gapminder data, country, GDP per capita, and year is only 1997. Okay. Now the same thing can be done through pipe operator, and the code I have written. Okay. So in GDP small 97, I have stored gapminder, then pipe, then select year, country, GDP per capita, then filter year. So all this will give same output. Okay. So these are the 3 ways. Either nesting command or pipe operator, or do it step by step. Okay. So you get Same thing. Suppose you have to find summary of Gapminder using pipe operator. You can easily find, okay? So Gapminder percentage, then summary. Is it okay? Is it okay? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
So all the commands, please run it on your own. And suppose I want, look, I have this challenge. What is the challenge? Challenge is that for the year 2002 and for the country Eritrea, I want country should be Eritrea, year should be 2002, and I want some data of Gapminder. Meaning is, from Gapminder, I want Eritrea country's data of the year 2002. So I will run this command using pipe operator. And let me see how my Eritrea looks like. It will look like, I want only year, country, and life expectancy. So I will select year, country, and life expectancy. So I want the life expectancy of Eritrea in the year 2002. So I have used pipe operator. Now I told you that if I want one more column of GDP in this data, which is GDP per capita multiplied by population. Okay, so I can do that using mutate command, and I call this new data as gap underscore GDP, which has one more column. And now I use mutate command and give what I want in that. Existingly, GDP per capita is there and population is there. I want one more column in which the multiple of two are multiplied together. So just see how I get with you. Okay, so I see how my gap GDP looks like. This is how it looks like. The population and GDP per capita. So can you see that? See, GDP is the last column appearing in which the population and GDP per capita gets multiplied. So I can add columns in my existing data if I have to calculate a particular thing. Okay. Now, if I want to add two columns, what I will do, I will suppose I want GDP million as GDP divided by 10 power 6. This also I can add one more column. Okay. So this type of data manipulation is possible in dplyr. Okay. So suppose I want to find I want that Gapminder data to be grouped by continents. So let me do that. So if I do that grouping, let me see what I get result. So I get these continents together, Asia, 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 and not every row is visible. First 10 rows are visible. So grouping by continents, that also illustration has been done. Okay, so suppose I want to find mean life expectancy of each continent in the year 2007. So I will run this command. Okay, and let me see, I get mean life expectancy. So it's all by practice. You are given the code, you try to understand the code and how pipe operator helps you to write a very readable code. Okay, pipe operator helps you to write the code which is understandable. Okay, suppose I want life expectancy of each country, then I was getting life expectancy of each continent. So replace continent by country and you will get. So this is how you can work with the data either outside or the inbuilt data. Okay, and you can add columns, you can filter your data of whatever requirement you have. You can mutate meaning is adding columns, okay, according to your requirement. You can find summary. You can see the data of groups. Okay, group by continent. So all this is there in dplyr package. The more you spend time with the software, the more you will be able to understand it. And since we have 33 minutes left, I think now we should start our new new package to be studied in this workshop, which is IDR. In the presentation, I have shared same code of dplyr for all of you. Okay, so you will be getting this presentation also. Now we come to the third package to be studied in this workshop, which is called TidyR. So TidyR package helps to create tidy data. Now tidy means what? Okay, so tidy has a definition. Untidy, you know what is untidy? Tell me. What it comes into your comes?
Dirty, messy.
Dirty, or disorganized, messy. You have to show it in a nicer form in which it is more understandable. Okay. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
ID data, where each column is a variable, where each row is an observation, and where each cell contains a single value. So that is the meaning of tidy data. Rest all data are considered to be untidy. Okay, so we will see how we organize our data in many forms. Okay, so we'll have a quick look on that. I think for showing you tidy data, I'll be showing you on my screen, and the code will be shared with you on WhatsApp, but that later on, because if you will also do with me, it will not 30 minutes time I have only. Okay, so in that, I think I'll share the code to you after 30 minutes, but right now you only understand the how to create a tidy data. Is that okay? Is that okay? Or you want me to
Yes.
share? Or you want me to share? Doesn't matter. So let us see certain things. This is the code of tidy data, which will be shared with you after 30 minutes. But right now, just try to see my screen wherein I have my data. Okay, so understanding TidyR. So first of all, you have to install this package TidyR, Tidyverse, or independently. Then all of you have installed TidyR. So you please through library. So you do library TidyR. I did library dplyr also because I have to use certain functions of dplyr also. Okay, now then what are the functions we are
Ma'am,
going to?
will you share the detail? Will you share the detail on WhatsApp? Like how I'm going to write?
Right now, listen, I was not sharing the code for a reason. It you should not be up if you will do hands-on to TidyR also. You won't be able to do it so fastly. So maybe some of the things get
Yeah.
get missed. So to save that, I don't have any problem in sharing the code. I can share it. But the thing is that I don't want you to do hands-on of TidyR, because if you start doing TidyR, you won't be able to match the speed. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So because 30 minutes are left only. But just it's 1301 though. If you want, I can share. Okay. Just a second. FDP. I'm sharing, doesn't matter. Okay, I have shared the code of TidyR. Okay, but that's okay. If I do it, that's the same code. If I run it on my computer and tell you every briefing, that also is sufficient at this moment, because I don't want you to miss on anything. Okay. So let us see. So I'm coming to 7th line. Okay, you can see my screen, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see how does table 1 looks like. Okay, so table 1 looks like, see, it's a very small table. It has only 6 rows and 4 columns. Okay, now it has what? Country. Then year. Year is 2 times, 1999, 2000. Then again 1999, 2000. It's a sort of untidy data. Cases. Then population. Cases meaning is some disease cases. Okay, and population as a whole. So let us see how table 1 looks like. This is how table 1 looks like. Now let us see table 4a, how it looks like. Table 4a is like years are 1999, 2000, somewhat better, right? Afghanistan, Brazil, China, and this is what? These are the cases, 745, 236. So this is the same data, but population is missing in this data, right? Population is missing. Okay, now let us see table 2. Let us see table 2. In this table 2, there are 12 rows. In Afghanistan, 1999, what were the cases? What was the population? Then Afghanistan in 2000, what were the cases? What were the population? So every information you can get by just running the tables, right? So table 1, table 4, table 2 is an inbuilt data in R. Okay, it is an inbuilt data. Okay. So after this, I have written the concept of tidy data, in which every column is variable, every row is observation, and every single cell, every cell is a single value. So what I do, we have to understand certain commands in tidy data. This is pivot longer, pivot wider, separate, unite. दो कॉलम्स को यूनाइट करना हो, दो कॉलम्स को सेपरेट करना हो, spread, gather. Okay, all this we will study. Okay, now this is the first illustration of tidy data. So I am considering table 4a. So let me reprint it. Let me see what is there in table 4a. Okay, it is a table in which there are 3 rows only, and data of popular cases is given of 1999 and 2000. Okay, now what I want, since I want to make it longer, in which year is there on every row, 1999, 2000, 1999, 2000. That's what I want. So for that, I'll use the command pivot longer. It will increase the number of rows. And calls, what I want it calls 1999 and 2000 and names to, this is the argument. I want it to be here, and values to cases. Meaning is, I want that one column of year should appear, another column of cases should appear, and 1999 and 2000 should appear in that year thing. So let me run it and show you how we get the output. Okay, just and I want to arrange the country and year also. So let me see. Just a second to pivot longer. There is some error. Table 4a. Then
You did not take the first line, huh?
Oh, I did not take the first line. Oh. Let me run it again. Yes. So can you see? I got this data which was like this. Earlier, 1999, 2000. But now I want 1999, 2000. I want to make a longer table. So I will use this command, table 4a pipe operator. Pipe operator is used several times. Okay. So in pivot longer, the first argument should have been table 4a. But since we have written table percentage already. So it is piped into. Okay. We have used piped operator. And what I have done, call C199 and 2000. This is to be changed. This is to be changed to here. What is to be changed? These calls. See, these calls are to be changed to here and values to cases. And then it has to be arranged year wise. 1999 first, 2000. 1999 first, 2000. Now see how I get my output. Okay. So this command you have to understand. Okay. Okay. Now the same can be done. The same can be done through gather function also. Means pivot longer. Don't use pivot longer. Use gather function. So you can use gather function also and you will get the same thing. Okay. Now, in gathering, you will have to write certain parameters. So just try to understand that whatever you want to change, means 1999, 2000, you want that to come in the row. Okay. So you have to write them first. Key equal to here, value equal to cases. So these are the parameters of gather command. Now, obviously, you cannot remember so much. It depends on problem to problem. That's why cheat sheets are available on the internet. Okay. Now, second illustration of this, like you got to know what is pivot longer and gather function. Now just see how this table 2 looks like. Now table 1, 2, 3, 4a, etc. are inbuilt. Okay. So table 2 looks like this. You have country, you have year, cases, population. Okay. For 2 years. Okay. Now you wanted, it is very long table. You wanted the number of rows should be less. So let us see how we do it. We use pivot wider. Names from, in names from you'll put type, in values from you'll put count. Okay. And now let's see how we get. So it will get spread. It will get spread. Let's see. See, this you got. So you can change all this using tidyr. You look what the way you want data to be represented, you can do that. Okay. Using tidyr. So year, cases, population, you have got this type of output. Okay. Now you can use the same with spread command. Okay. So for this pivot longer is parallel to gather command. Pivot wider is parallel to spread command. Okay. So just run it and see you got the same output. Okay. Now just see in table 3. Let us see how does table 3 looks like. It looks like this. So can you see this is the rate. Okay. What I want last column to be divided into 2 columns. Okay. One should be cases and one should be population. You know, rate is calculated by cases divided by population. So they have given the formula for rate. Okay. Now you want rate to be divided into 2 columns. 745, that is the cases and population. But you don't want, what about slash? How to get rid of this slash? Okay. So they are separated by this slash, right? So just see the command. We'll use separate function and we'll write table 3 separate rate into cases and population and sep equal to this, convert equal to true. So this is the syntax for separate command, and see you have divided, right? Is that okay? So according to your need, you are doing certain things. Now suppose you want to unite the century and year in the table 5. Let us see how does table 5 looks like. Now table 5, let us see how does it look like. So let me run it. You see, इसमें century is given, year is given. But if you combine it, the whole 4 places digit would be given for year. So you want to combine century and year and you want to put it in new, right? You want to put it in new. So unite century and year. So you don't want to show century and year separately, you want to unite it. So just see, you got new. But what about this underscore? This underscore you want to remove. Okay. And you want new should appear, century should appear, year should appear, everything you want to appear. So let us see another way. So that now your old columns are also appearing. Why? Because you wrote remove equal to false. If you don't want old columns of century and appear year to appear, then you put remove equal to true, or you don't put anything. Okay. So this is how you unite columns. Okay. And suppose you run this command, unite new century year, and they are separated by nothing. Separated by nothing. Meaning is you don't want any sort of, you don't want that underscore should come. So you haven't put anything in separate command. Okay. Now as you imported the data from CSV file, you can also import the data from Excel file. Okay. So I have to do that, you have to install the package read Excel. Okay. Now then you have to call that package read Excel. After calling that package only, this command read underscore Excel will be in use. Okay. Now I have one team names as an Excel XLX format document in Excel, right? Which I sent you, team names. I sent you team
Yes,
names.
yes, yesterday.
So you can do it on your own now. You have to open it through read underscore Excel. Like CSV file was opened through read.csv. Now Excel file is open through read underscore Excel, EXCL. Okay. And you have to give the path. You all can give now the path. So in my computer, this is the path. In your computer, something else will be the path. So that's okay. So I have installed it earlier, this package. So I'm not installing it again. Then let me run it. Okay, now let me print it. So see, it's very interesting data. See, the first name is Gunjan, last name is Khurana, then my age, then my hometown. Now my hometown is Gurgaon, Haryana. Similarly, the second name is Geetan, age is also given. Then again Gurgaon, hometown Haryana. Okay, spelling of Gurgaon is wrong. That's okay. Then third is Uday Sharma. His age is written and his hometown is written, Delhi and East Delhi. Okay. Now I want to separate this hometown into district and state. Like Gurgaon is the district, state is Haryana. This is what I am assuming to be the district. So how do? I will use a pipe operator. I have called this as TN. Now in TN, I separate the column of hometown to district and state. And see, just see, I got this. First name, last name, age, then district and state. So it is properly written now. Okay. I want to unite the first and last name, and I don't want, I want it together. Okay. So let me run it and see. I got it together. Geetan, Gunjan, right? Whole of this. Okay. Similarly, there are other ways also. Now you have this data, home runs, which I sent you as a CSV file, and I store it in the variable name star. Okay, and I run it. And when I run it, I see that it is a data of home runs in the year 2015, 14, and 13 of 3 players named Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Okay, now what I want just let me See, in HR2, I gather HR year home runs from 2015 to 13, and let us see how this data can be expressed. Now I told you gather is a parallel command of pivot longer, so it will obviously increase the number of rows. So let me see. So let me see how HR2 looks like. I have inserted gather in that, right? So see, it has increased the number of rows. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Please tell me. So that's it.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So this now your job, since we have now completed completely, I have told you many things about TidyR, the function pivot longer, then gather function, then pivot wider, then spread function. Okay, then unite function, separate function. So these are the key functions in TidyR which changes the shape of your data, okay, according to your requirements, and they are quite useful functions. Okay, so this is all about TidyR, and now I request, it's 12 minutes now, kindly copy the code from WhatsApp on your systems and run each and every command of TidyR, and then you will be able to actually see that yes, your data is being changed to different shapes. Okay, so can you do that? So I give you 11 minutes to do that, and you can explore. You have got the code on the WhatsApp. Okay, just paste it and do it. Okay. So are you starting? Please tell me. Yes, students, are you starting to write the code or to run the code?
Yes, yes, we are starting.
Okay. So I give you 11 minutes time to run each and every line of this code. If you have any problem, please ask me. Okay. Anjali, you're doing?
Yes, ma'am, I am doing.
Okay, so you are able to run the things?
Yes, I'm.
Okay, okay, okay. So are you able to do?
Ma'am, I am unable to load the file again.
Okay, that must be your file path. Okay, you'll be able to load. Have you installed the Excel package?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have called that through library?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you run the right library command also? Just writing it is not enough. You have to run that also.
Yeah, I have run.
Okay, then one thing, just see in this format, it's Teams.xlsx, right? There in your computer also it's XLSX because there's one more format also, XLX type. There are two formats in Excel. So just make sure that the extension you are writing is same as the extension with which you have saved on your computer. Or you can do one more thing. Just save this Excel file with .csv extension, and I told you how to load the CSV file. You can use the same procedure and use the command, not read_excel, but read.csv command. Okay, you can, if that CSV thing is running nicely in your computer, you can save this Excel document in, save as type means CSV type. Okay, and you can use the read.csv command to open it. Geetan, have you been able to open this Excel document?
Yes, I copied the path and it's coming.
Okay, so you
have-
wrote XLSX, right?
Yes.
I just doubt when you were saving, what was your extension name? Please see the properties of that file with which you have saved. If you have saved it in some other format, then read_excel will not work. Okay, so Anjali, I advise you to either save it in CSV format and use read.csv.
Ma'am, I am able to. Now it's loading.
Now it's loading. Okay, so problem is solved. That is good. So I think now you will be able to do this. You have to study it. You have, if you want to really understand the TidyR package, you have to work upon these functions, practice more and more, and you will become handy. Okay, is that okay? Yes. So I'm stopping sharing my screen. Okay.
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 Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, welcome everyone, and welcome Uday.
Now, the feedback form will be shared on the group. I request all of you to please fill the feedback form.
One more thing, I have shared the PPT